I'm bad at making videos, ain't I? You know what? I'm gonna turn off the accent for now. I believe that maybe forcing the American accent over my actual accent has it's taking too much energy from me, especially when I'm trying to explain things in the videos. So, and I guess I got to explain myself now because I don't like too much my accent, especially because it's not too much of an accent from for a Brazilian man. It does not sound like too much like it. Um, and it's just I just don't feel like going to this story right now. But anyway, today was also one of those days that I just don't want to make a video at all. Well, not don't want, but I just felt like it, but I didn't have anything to say about it. I just I just wanted to make a video because, well, I was just finished meditation, and after that people were hanging out as they usually do, and everything just ended, and I don't know. People just kind of went their separate ways, and I just kind of felt little bit alone. And I don't know. I just, I just felt in the mood to make a video, to actually do something that I can consider productive and resonate. And I guess I don't have too much to say right now, but if I want to make a video, it doesn't need to exactly be every time I make a video has to be a moral lesson or something, because I am very mistaken if I see myself as some sort of teacher or professor or academic in any way, because I I would it would not be too humble for me to do that. So I'd rather not do that. And it's doing that would also kind of defeat the purpose of my channel, because this channel in general, as I have created it to be a help for myself. It has not been created to do anything else. Yes, it might help somebody who is listening to this. It might be entertaining or whatever, but the main purpose of the channel is for myself, and if I don't not do these videos for myself, then I am not doing them for anybody. But for the sake of not having a video that's completely empty for anyone, even for me, I guess I'll fill it up with what I had in meditation today. That was, well, to say the least, it was interesting because in the meditation world there is a tire swing that you can go on top of it, and it swings just like a swing would. And some people seem to not like it when they're on it, and some people seem to love it. I am in this particular group that love it because I have a thing for like rocking chairs, hammocks, anything that just goes back and forth. I love it. I just like it a lot, and I just stick. Generally, sometimes when I'm particularly feeling like I want to, I just stick to the swing. And today, it wasn't different. But there was something different. That was, I was particularly affected by the movement of it. People will call it the motion sickness of it, but I wasn't motion sick at all. I was kind of feeling it like I was that. So people just call it phantom sense a lot of the time, but and fair it is, but I generally don't have that, and today was way more stronger than whatever day it was. And today was basically a day that I kind of just spent the entirety of it just it was supposed to be relaxing, you know, because I was in a birthday of my friend, and we just had a barbecue and had a lot of fun. I laughed a lot. It was really nice. And I went there in the thought of thinking that going there would rest me. You know, I would stop rotting inside of the house and have fun. And even though I had, it's not the only thing that I need, apparently, because I could not have more fun than what I had in that barbecue, and the food was also really good, and everything just went perfectly, but I still feel so tired and so burnt out. To say something, I guess if I want to explain this, I would need to explain better my condition that I haven't explained enough. But I guess I'll leave that for another video. But in any ways, I went to this barbecue in the impression that I would kind of feel better after and just heal, but it could not be further from the truth. It has been one of the hardest days for me to just walk around, just I've been feeling very tired. That's what I want to say, you know? Way more tired than usual, even though I had fun. But it's not the kind of tired of physically tired. Well, it is. But the part of be mentally tired is still there. But the problem about all of this is this should have worked. Other times I've seen the correlation between me having fun with my friends and feeling better after that, and just relaxing in general. Really, all of the time, it just immediately made me feel better. After. Sorry for the yawn. It made me feel better immediately after. But this time, it just didn't for some reason, and I cannot pinpoint why. Because today was supposed to be the day I would feel the best out of all of them. I don't think that maybe ever since I got sick, it has been maybe once or twice that a day that I would consider as fun as this happened. And by all means and accounts, it should have hurt me, but it has done the opposite. And so because of that, I've been feeling this kind of strange sensation that kind of contradicts itself most of the time. But I mean, that contradiction would be easily explained by what I said in... No, I don't think the last video, no, maybe the second to last video. I don't remember, but the video I talked about my brain being kind of split in half most of the time. That it would make sense, this not correlation between my emotions, because that would come from that side of the brain that is handling all the emotions that I did it as its jobs to handle my emotions. But in the end I got to realize that the other part of the brain, in the end, it's also another person. It's you, but it's another person. The both parts of the brains make you, you know? And so I've been feeling this mixed feeling that kind of made me realize that I am basically running out of options to go to as time goes by, in a way that, to put it bluntly, you know when people do drugs and they have to get a higher and higher and higher and higher dose to feel the same high as they felt in the first time they do drugs. I feel like there's something like that. There's a desensitization that it's sort of happening where some behaviors, when they are repeated enough times, they start to get numb in my brain, and then again they just start to get internalized automatically, and they start not having an effect anymore. This scares me a bit because what happens when you when you cannot relax, when relaxing becomes numb? That is something that I never thought about. I never even like seen something similar in media or people around me. Maybe, I mean, a good parallel could be people who are depressed. It's something similar, but I did have depression, and I like a long time ago, and I fought through it, and the feeling I felt that was similar to this was something different, because it was a feeling of kind of sort of of a gap of emptiness in a certain space. The feeling that I'm feeling now, it's closer to just numbness at all. Just instead of you passing your hand through a surface and you feeling a hole there, it's like you pass your hand through a surface and it's completely uniform. All the way down. There is no roughness, there is no nothing. It's all the way down. And so I cannot just imagine where this could go. Exactly, it kind of haunts me a bit. But it even more haunting is that I am starting to get numb to being haunted by these things. I'm just getting normalized to it again. So that's something to think about. And sometimes I wonder if making these videos and just reflecting on my thoughts in this way are changing my thoughts to I mean, it's not that if they are changing, of course they're changing just by their pure existence alone. It's altering it because I become aware of it. But how exactly would it alter? Because it's not something very clear to what direction it pulls through. And even more so when I reflect about it, as I am doing right now, and it changes to another perspective that it's not that easy to visualize what can happen. And I also feel like I've been running out of things to say through this video. And more than that, the way I say things and the way I run out of things to say, it also changes how the way I see the things that they talk about, because they are too numbing as time goes by slowly. But the thing is, now reflecting about it, I don't think it is a permanent issue for me right now, because there has been a lot of things that I could oh, sorry. So a lot of things that I have noticed about my behaviors in general, my last few behaviors, especially from my mind when it comes to focus, when it comes to emotional state, that's not subconscious, but well, yeah, you can say subconscious. It definitely could be classified as that, even more precisely than what I am trying to say. But the subconscious states that kind of is guiding me to the day, even though I am happy and even subconsciously happy, I could feel there's a sense, there's some sort of some sort of air, you know, around me that it's just different. And it could be ways of my other brain to communicate with me and try to say things. It is a very, very valid theory, but that theory isn't even proven yet, even though I believe it in it a lot, because there is simply no other theory that just explains it as well for now, and there is nothing debunking it for now. Exactly debunking it. So I guess we're running with this hypothesis. But the emotional states that I have been feeling hasn't affected me directly at all. However, it did affect me in a biological way, to say the least. I have noticed some patterns with the dreams I have been having. Reaction time has also been changed a bit. Smells that I am remembering, random smells, they come in a certain pattern. Smells that I have been frequent, not frequent, but recent, and they come back in a very strong feeling in my nose. You know, the memory of it. And they are just firing off in a certain order that I can notice a certain pattern on them, but I cannot deduce anything from them. I guess that is something that I might investigate. It's something that it's good to look at and to see, and I guess that's how it's gonna be for the next days. But the problem is, I hope that the next few days I have enough time, because these past few days have been pretty busy for me. I just wasn't with enough time to work on Blender or work on anything that I actually wanted. Most of the time I was just not feeling for it. And if I'm not feeling for something that involves learning, well, at least I am right now in the state that I am, the situation that I am, it is not a good idea to power through that. It just simply is not. It's a bad idea. I've tested it and it proved it's bad. So I basically end up just wasting my time a little bit, not a little bit, but a lot, just playing games and things to kind of de-stress, and and I feel like it's wasted time. And if there's one thing that I don't like, it's wasted time. I consider anything that can be considered a healthy thing for you not wasted time. Wasted time, it comes when you waste your time, when you don't do the things that you want to do, and you're not working to do the things that you want to do. You're wasting your time. Having fun with your friends or having fun with games could be something that it's working towards the thing you want to do, and it's a very fine line between them, and it's pretty hard to recognize, but you can get the hang of it if you be conscious enough about it, and with enough experience and time, it comes to you naturally. And that's why I'm so angry, because I've been wasting so much time these past few days just because I've been busy. I do not get to feel good enough to do the things that I want to do, and the things that I want to do is the things that would make me, in theory, relax, because it's fun going to Blender and modeling the things that I want to do, and learning, it's fun too, but it is exhausting, and I don't want to play my games because they've become they kind of have faded off a little bit. I'm a little bit tired of them, but playing them kind of takes away the edge. And through all the time that I'm playing the games, I'm thinking, I don't want to do this. I want to go and model something in Blender that I want to do. But I am averse to it, and I keep playing those games. And that's something that's been frustrating, and that's why I call it wasted time, because I was not working through it, towards it, necessarily. towards my goals and towards what I want to do. It didn't felt healthy, you know. And that's something that has been bothering me a lot. And the problem is this this waste of time that has been bothering me is making it worse, because if I am bothered by it, I get stressed, and if I get stressed, it makes it worse. So I cannot go to do the things that I want to do because simply I am not good enough to do them. I am simply... I try to do them. I try to say I'm gonna break the cycle and power through. It's not a good idea. I cannot do that, and if I cannot do that, I get frustrated, and I get again and again and again, and that's what kind of been causing the feeling of numbness, you know, because it just have been repeating so many times, it could start to get numb a little bit, and that's what I'm trying to say. It becomes weird, you know. You don't know what exactly is gonna happen now, because it's not a classic movie trope or of any sort of trope, any sort of things that it's stereotypical. It's something kind of different and complex, and I guess that's how human beings are. But I don't have sort of a exaggerated caricature to base off of, and to notice the subtleties of. It's something that I'm basically raw dogging it. And I mean, I guess we'll see from now on, with a better view of it, and as time goes by, how it goes. And that's one last thing that I wanted this video to not be about this. I wanted this video be about the last video, and I think I'm gonna do a video about that probably, because that video, as much as it angered me and made me not satisfied with it, I thought it was an amazing video, against my taste. I cannot deny it. That is a good video, but I hate it. And that's something that I want to make a video on, and it's probably coming soon, near future. And also one last thing, before I go, really, I noticed that I get the urge to make videos exactly once every 3 days, and I have been having a schedule, and I haven't even noticed it yet. So let's see if this cycle continues. Let's see if it just stays this way. But anyways, that will be the video. Goodbye. See you next time.